How's it going, guys? I'm Donald Jackson Jr., sole operator of Pinku Style Garage based in South Japan. Being in this industry for a long time, you tend to get set in your ways and you do things the same way you've been doing it for a long time, but what works for you? All right, so with this is a video about UniClutch. I met the guys, or met representatives for the team over at Drift Matsuri, Philippines, about this time, and jarred my memory again, because I remember seeing UniClutch when it first came out, the ads on Facebook, and I was like, man, this is cool. Modular setup, something one of one. You can have that go across many cars. The UniClutch has been out for a while, so I'm not introducing anything. You guys have seen it for a while. It's just myself personally getting my hands on it. I'm installing it on my VQ35DE, and the cool thing about that is that within this kit, I'll show you in a second here, they have sense rings for both the HR version, which is pretty much the nub sticking out, and then the DE version, which is the indentations going in. That's very important. I'll hit on that a little bit later. So again, this is not a how-to, and I will express this is set up, and the instructions given by UniClutch is set up for somebody who is very knowledgeable. This can be installed by someone that's not a pro, but you have to make sure you're looking at your FSMs. Again, UniClutch, myself, and anybody else out there that is promoting UniClutch is not going to be liable for mishaps with your install, issues with your install by not breaking it in properly, issues with your install because it's a dirty environment, and so forth and so on. So again, you got to make sure everything is good to go. Let's check your stuff, check out your parts and everything before you install them. I elected to go with the UniClutch track model. So there's 4 different models. You're going to have the UniClutch, UniClutch Sport, UniClutch Track, and the UniClutch 4 Terrain. So the 4 Terrain is going to be for the guys off-road cars. Generally, you have a lot more torque, rock crawling and things like that. Track is going to be more aggressive. Sport, a little bit of mixture in between, and then UniClutch is the UniClutch Basic. Better than stock, but still, it's like in a stock realm and stuff like that. So you have 4 levels there. You can go through that. If you don't know what you want to do, just get with the team over there, or get with myself, guys here in Japan, or anybody within my circle I can kind of advise, because it's a standard thing. I've been doing clutch jobs for well over 20 years now. It's been a blur. For me, the basic instructions that we're giving were very easy to follow, and I just committed to them and then did everything there. Just go ahead and touch it up with some red thread lock and make sure everything is set in there. With thread lock, you have to understand when you go ahead and set them in, if you're going to test fit things, go ahead and test fit it before you put thread lock on there, because it's not meant to really come off easily. So you want to go ahead and set everything and torque everything down, because it does change the torque rating if you got thread lock on there and it's not torqued all the way down. All right. So just getting into it, we're going to pull all the old stuff here. You see, again, this is a Nismo copper mix setup. And the coolest thing about the UniClutch as well, being that it's a fixed unit, meaning that you don't have to actually resurface your flywheel, because the unit itself has a flywheel inside. Outside of the portion of, like, saying your flywheel is bent or damaged or something like that, you're gonna go ahead and get that out of there. The cool thing about this kit, I got the full kit. As you can see, I torque everything down, I mark everything, torque everything down and mark everything. I double check crisscross, make sure you're doing the crisscross pattern all the way around. Now, the most important thing of everything, it doesn't matter what you have there, everything has to be clean. I cannot stress that enough. No oil, no dust, no anything from the last system setup in there. You gotta get some WD-40 or anything in there, degreaser, get the scrubbing. Sure, you're using face mask things. You don't want to breathe in fiberglass and things like that. So you want to make sure you got your mask on, PPE. Make sure you're not getting stuff in your eyes and stuff there. All right, you don't need alignment tools. Already pre-aligned from the factory. You do not take anything apart. Only thing you do is you go ahead and drop your center partner. So you have an R154, a 58, a 350Z transmission, RX-8 transmission. Swap that center part out. Long as the distance and things are somewhat in the ballpark, you can swap it out, change the transmission. Now, if you're gonna do something else crazy or change something else, get with the team, tell them what swap you're gonna run, XYZ. They can literally say, hey, you need to space this up this much, space this down that much, and things like that. So they will give you some information and pointers on how to change things out. And they do have push and pull type, so it's not leaving up the pull type guys out there. So I like push type clutches, but that's just me. See, I slide the input shaft in and out, and that thing slides right in, as you can see, slides right in like butter. That thing is fully aligned. It has even less drag than a stock setup, which means it's easier to go in, less drag on the parts. Less heat, transmission slid right in. So again, make sure everything's torqued down, make sure everything's clean. Rear main seal is changed out if you need to. It's the recommended mileage for braking. So you want to go ahead and make sure that you get, for me, if you're going to race it, and the thing about racing, this is where people are going to differ. A lot of times guys will put a brand new clutch in, do a few burnouts and go. All right, so that might work for the clutch, for the race, but over time it's going to break down. You're going to glaze things up. So you want to make sure, if you have time, you want to put at least 100 kilometers. The manufacturers specify 500 kilometers. That's a lot for a guy that's going to race like tomorrow. So you might not be able to do that. So do what you got to do, and I'm not going to advertise or you know, that's not what I'm here for. I'm just, again, availing the product here in my shop. But you got to make sure to extend the life of it. You want to do that whole 500 to really get that braking. And it doesn't count also if you get on a highway and drive. You're not engaging the clutch on a highway. You put it in 5th gear and 6th gear and you just drive. So you want to do back roads and things and really go up and down, you know, rev mesh downshift, go up and down, get that thing heated up and get it worked in really nicely. Keep the RPMs under 5,000 if you can, and don't do anything aggressive. Don't go out drifting and things like that, because again, you're going to glaze the surface over and it's just not going to be good. And very cool product for even for guys who run shops. You're going to have literally 10 clutches in here with a few alteration kits, and essentially you have, you know, for all the push types or pull types or whatever, you have essentially a clutch that can fit all the cars out there. Right behind this camera, I have RX-7s, Evos, Silvias, Chasers, Hachirokus, XYZ, and you have all this stuff there at standpoint. They have a twin plate, you know, a twin plate metallic Kevlar type deal clutch, and you don't hear anything, you don't hear any chatter. The clutch pedal is so light that I have my son, he's 9 years old here, pushing in and out with no problem. So that's a cool thing to have, a light clutch pedal, very light clutch, very comfortable in traffic and traffic jams, but at the same time it holds the power. So again, technology is great, is advanced. So the misnomer of having a heavy clutch pedal meaning you have a good clutch, that's in the past. All right, so again, thank you guys very much. If you got any questions, go ahead and hit me up at down@PinkuStyle.com. It's a POC here in Japan, and again, thank you for the UniClutch team for giving me this opportunity to represent your products and utilize it in my cars and on my clients' cars. So again, it's going to be Down signing off from the South Japan Pinku Style Garage. See you guys later. Peace.